Hello friends and welcome back for episode 31 of our Terraria 1.3 Let's Play. Hope you're all doing well today. If you're very observant, you might be able to tell that something has changed in the top right region of our game. Now, I don't want to necessarily give it away, but I'm going to go ahead and just give it away. Well, I found one of these guys here, the metal detector, which was apparently one of the items that I needed of the three of these to create goblin tech. This was found off of one of those nymph ladies that I found in the forest, rather jungle, because I was in there for quite a while pulling together 14 of these life fruit. I figured since we're going to probably jump to the next armor class right away, we wanted to have plenty of chlorophyte so we could build with the shroomite, and I wanted to just have all of the chlorophyte just indefinitely. So I figured while I was there, I'll get some life fruit as well. I didn't get all of them, but I spent most of my day looking for them, and I realized that so much of my day had been gone that I needed to just freaking record. So now we're going to pump all of those, and notice each time I do that, I get 5 more maximum health. It's a lovely feeling. I only wish I found 3 more, but what are you going to do? So there's that. Today's episode is going to be mostly comprised of us going over to the dungeon and seeing what we can find over there. There might be a bit of accessory combining that we need to do because, well, you probably figured it out already, but, like, I don't really need the ability to walk on water too much these days. In fact, it might even be just straight up annoying me, the fact that I keep standing on top of the water when I mean to fall through it, so maybe we'll get rid of that stuff. But before we do, though, I want to go up to my Goblin Tinker workshop here. And I want to do one of these. There's my Goblin Tech. Again, metal detector, stopwatch, DPS meter. Collected. Done. Fantastic. So now that's part of my groupings of all of these various items that create tons and tons of things on the side of my screen. So now I can see my DPS, I can see my movement speed. I really don't need to see either of those, to be perfectly honest, but I do really like the rare creatures and the time and treasure options. These are all very useful. In fact, it was helping me find the life fruit very well, so I do greatly appreciate having that here. Enough that, in fact, I'm going to leave one of these slots taken up by it. Well, before I get any further, though, why don't I just bring this over here? I want to see if there's stuff I can combine. Yeah, this is a material, so what does the Goblin Tech turn into? I need the GPS, which is that. I need the fish finder. Oh, and okay, so the only one I'm missing now is the fish finder to make the PDA. Which is going to be fishing stuff. So I'm going to have to get that from actually doing my due diligence. Maybe that's going to be my next little project off camera. Fish up what I need for that grouping of items. Okay, good. Fantastic. Done. Next, what do I want to do with my accessories? So I've got plenty of emblems. As you can see, I've collected a nice little grouping of them here. I've got 2, actually, of the same. We can go either damage or defense here. I can take one of these out and turn it into something better. Let me just see if I have all of the equipment necessary for that. Again, our guide is becoming an invaluable help here. So I want that. Okay, so that and then 5 of each soul. I think I should be able to pull that together, no problem. And, yeah, let's make one of those better emblems. These are going to be materials. Oh man, just squeaked by with the Souls of Might there, but I think it's worth doing. Done, done, and done. Just if only for the DPS bonus. So I'm going to need every little bit of help I can get if I'm going to the dungeon where things are actually pretty tricky. Now, it doesn't matter that I used the warrior emblem there. They all kind of turn into the same thing at the end. And you can see that's also a material, so I'm going to actually bring this to the guide as well and see what I need to do to bring this to the next tier. Because I don't remember. Oh, I need an Eye of the Golem, or I could go Mechanical Glove to increase melee knockback, if that's a thing that I'm into. I'd probably rather go for the huge bonus to damage with the increased critical strike. I think that probably seems like a useful thing to do. Oh, this is actually 12% increased damage, and then I can even take it 4% more damage if I go and respec it a couple of times, reforge it rather. And that's for increased magic. So I guess there's one for each group, huh? And this is sort of your all-around. Alright, that makes plenty of sense. Alright, let's try our luck with the... Wait, let's not try our luck with the reforges because there's something more important. In the process of me collecting all that money, you'll see I've just cleared the 2 platinum coin mark. If I remember correctly, and I think I do, we're going to go down and to the right and double check with our friend the Truffle. Oh, you can check on our beautiful progress here. Look at this farm, it's looking so good. What do you need? Now that we've killed 1 platinum. Alright, so we can get that and have money to spare. That's what I like to see. And let's just harvest all of these. Yeah, I was under the impression it was 2 platinum, so I was thinking I wouldn't be able to actually do any reforges with that. Thankfully, I got off a little bit easier. And we should be able to go ahead and just make an entirely new armor set now, because I've got, I don't know, like 2 stacks of 99 chlorophyte or something like that. I really lucked out on that jungle. Like, it might suck that it's getting taken over by the Crimson, but it's really paid out well with chlorophyte. In fact, I've seen groups that are between 30 and 50 on occasion. Big clumps of it all together, which just makes life so much easier. Yeah, this guy must be so happy living in his natural environment. He's got a house made out of mushrooms, and inside of it grows more mushrooms. Like, what more could you really ask for there? Or maybe he's actually getting fed up with it. Maybe he feels like, overcrowded or something. He's like living in New York City. He's trying to get on the subway all the time with freaking mushrooms everywhere. Poor guy. Well, I did him a solid, and I cleared him out. So now we've got an entirely full stack of those. We've got more than enough, in fact. Let's take a little bit of this pile. I don't know how many I'm going to need, but I'm going to go a little bit above and beyond. We're going to take out of our overflow bars stack, put those both together, and where can I throw this item? Well, I can toss it up here for the moment. I know this, I meant to have better stuff happening up on this top level, but I just never got around to it. So we'll put this here for the moment, and we'll stand in front of it. What do I need to do? So shroomite bars are 15 mushrooms for 1 bar, 15 and 1 for 1. So you're going to go through pretty quickly your pile of mushrooms. That's why I needed to have a lot extra there. I didn't realize it was actually quite that many, but that's alright. We've got more than enough to go around. Let's just do something like this. Should be enough. I don't actually know how many I'm trying to make right now, so really it's not a big deal. So we've got a stack now, 39. Oh, we ran out of mushrooms again. That's why that happened. Alright, let's go see how much it costs to actually make some armor of the mushroom variety. So shroomite headgear, this is 11, 11, 24, 16. So 11, 24, 16. What do we have now? 13, 18, 13. Alright. I think we come out ahead there. I mean, I haven't run the math, but... So that's 24, that's 18. We're actually going to need a few more bars, I think. Yeah, so right there, that's like most of it. We can make the helmet for increased bullet damage. Yes, I will do this. And we can do... Well, we're going to need some more mushrooms. I don't want to just take all the rest of the mushrooms here, and we'll just go nuts with it. I don't know why I'm being so apprehensive about this. This was my goal to begin with, was to spend them on shroomite bars. There we go, we've burned through every single one of those mushrooms almost. But that's okay. We'll get more. That's why we made a farm, right? That was the whole point behind that. And we just needed the pants anyway. And it's got increased movement speed as well. So let's swap this stuff out. Now we won't have the weird plumb bob above my head anymore, but it's probably not the worst thing in the world, right? Alright, we're Mushroom Man. Mushroom Man, Mushroom Man. I can grow mushrooms faster than you can. Let's toss this stuff into our old gear area. We got a little bit of clearing up to do down here these days, but that's okay. We'll sort that out another time. And what do I have up here for chlorophyte? Alright, so we'll toss that in there, toss that in there. Actually, before we do that, let's see if there's other stuff that I want made out of this material. I can make a shroomite digging claw for very fast... Oh, I didn't even know that was a pickaxe, actually. So that's 35 damage, that's 45 damage, very fast to fast... -1 to range, that's kind of lame. Well, it's like the only other thing I could really want right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and make it and we'll try it out. It can't be that bad, right? Oh, I got a shameful one? Oh, you're so rude. Well, not like it really matters all that much. We don't really use that for combat. We'll swap it out. And so what did I want to respec? I wanted to get a better deal on my Avenger emblem. Toss that in there. Now we're doing another crafting-heavy episode today, as it turns out. Where's our... There he is, Goblin Tinker. Let's see if this is expensive to reforge, just because... Yeah, it's actually really cheap, so let's do it. Legendary! Substantially better. I'll take it. We should reforge this bed also for plus 20 sleeping power. Alright, this is really expensive, but we're gonna do it because the 1% movement speed is not gonna... Really? Did you really just trade 1% movement speed to 1% movement speed again? I need to kill this freaking goblin, because he's the worst. 20 Come on, man! You're eating all my money! Twice! Oh my god, you're killing me! I can only afford... Oh, you're killing me. The end. That's what we get. 3% melee speed. Thank you for that platinum that I just spent. That was a fantastic waste of my money. I could have probably been reforging other very expensive tools in the process. So let's switch out... What do we want to switch out? Probably these. Well, I'm going to actually lose defense, which sucks, but we're going to gain a big damage bonus, so I guess that's worth it at the least. I don't know. I always have, like, a specific configuration I like to put these in, and I don't remember what that is now. I always like the feet to be at the bottom, because your feet are at the bottom, and your wings are at the top, because your wings are at the top. That kind of makes sense to me. Then the shield and these guys can kind of go in whatever order they want, except they can. Okay, whatever. That's good enough. Yeah, look at that pile of garbage there. Alright. Really don't feel good about that at all. So we're going to toss this stuff away. I also bought a few more of these counterweights because I kept running into our friend under the ground. And I figured I might as well take him up on whatever he's selling. I guess we'll toss this back in here. That's old gear. And we should be good to go. Also, I think I go invisible now, right? Or is that... No, I need ectoplasm, but that's the other armor. Oh, no, Wait, just my wings go invisible? Okay, no, I'm stealthing. I'm stealthing quietly into the background. Alright, we're good. Do I have any other cool stuff I could put on? Oh yeah, I made him purple. You know what? We're good. Why don't we just go? I need to go set up a bed in front of the dungeon in case I die, which I very well may. So we'll go ahead and do that. That's a pretty weird effect. I wish the unicorn also got that effect along with it. Also, I'm probably going to miss a strange plant or two on the way. You'll notice, actually, if you saw in my inventory, I don't have any strange plants today, which is a bit of a drag, but I figured we'd make up for it with all of that increased health by virtue of finding all that life fruit. Okay, wait. This has got to go. We did this last time, but I'm doing it again. Gotta make room so you can fit my unicorn under the tree. It's very important to me. So we'll see if this trade-off is worth it for our digging. Having a little bit less range is never a thing I want, but if it's way faster, then maybe that's beneficial. Soon enough, we'll get the one from the golem anyway from doing the temples, so I figured by then it won't matter either. This will just be sort of a stopgap measure, and since I had the extra shroomite, I figured might as well indulge. The other option I had, of course, would be to go ahead and make a different set of headgear in case I want to switch to magic or melee at some point. I actually kind of got used to walking on the water for traversal mechanics, and now it's a little frustrating. Now I want to kind of build bridges over all this water again, and then dig straight paths through everything so I can get up some speed. Because my setup here seems to be very vertically oriented when I want to cross it quickly. And that is no fun at all. So the thing I was wondering, and maybe you guys can attest to if you feel the same way, when I was in the jungle for a while, I was starting to think, like, so is life fruit, like, way nerfed in terms of how often it spawns, and is chlorophyte way increased in how often it spawns? I mean, I could just be straight up wrong on that, but in my particular experience on this patch with this map, it seemed like I was getting more chlorophyte and a lot less... Oh, there's a strange plant. Yeah, that is actually really fast. Alright, that's pretty cool. Way less life fruit. So feel free to chime in. I'm curious to know what you have to say on that one. I killed a mummy just because the dark shards are always good to have. There's some things you can make out of those. I wonder how come there's not like a second level boss or some kind of boss at all, actually, in the dungeon. Seems like a good place to have one. I mean, Skeletron was the one to get in, but I mean like one that you can fight at the end of it. Sort of like a culmination of that little journey. So I don't think you can do this, but I just don't remember, so I'm going to go ahead and try putting a bed down. Yeah, you can't set your spawn point there. So I've got to actually make a house and all of that junk, which is a bit of a drag, but we'll do it. It's worth it. Got some tattered cloth from that dude. I don't know why I want that, but I've picked up a couple bits of it lately. Someone in the comments last time reminded me that I'm still missing a couple NPCs. One of them is the pirate captain. And, yeah, I hope to get him soon, but, like, I didn't really want to bother with a pirate invasion too early either. You know what I'm going to do? We're just going to dig out the foundation here. It doesn't have to be big, and we're not even trying to get an NPC to move in here, so honestly, this is just for me. Just everybody chill for a freaking second. You gotta let me build. It's very important that I build right now. Alright, let's get rid of our unicorn for the moment. Should be good enough. I hope I have enough wood to do all of this, because I actually have to build a crafting table, or workbench in this case, just so I have the ability to do other stuff. And I need to make... Why am I making a table again? Oh god, I made 2 tables. Oh no, I'm running out of wood. This is very quickly going downhill. Really all I need to do is make some background, I think, and then we could have called it a day. Do I actually... I don't think I can do that. I hope I have enough. Okay, let's just do it. This might not be it. Let's see. There's a very small space, so I was hoping that amount would be sufficient. Okay, we're like 1 shy. I think we can make do with that. Toss a couple of torches in here, toss a couple out there. And take our bed once more. I do need to make doors, I am aware of this as well. Oh, okay, that actually works even without the doors, so that's good. So then we'll just, we'll make 1 door facing the dungeon, because of course we're going to be coming out of here, going back down. Beautiful! Okay, spawn point is set. Now we can actually just get rid of this. I don't even think we needed the table, to be honest. Yeah, I can still take it and leave it, whatever. So now let's just throw away all this crap, because it was, well, it was an accident that I made most of it. And I'd like to have as much inventory space as humanly possible for the sake of collecting items. You know, the real point that we came over here. Cool. On we go. Hello, Pancake. Goodbye, Pancake. So what are we after while we're in the dungeon these days? Well, I mean, I want to encounter as many Vikings as possible. Those big freaking dudes with the crazy glowing backs. They have crazy hammers that do tons of damage that are really useful to get. They're also very powerful, though, so I've got to be a little careful when I'm around. And we're going to hopefully see that our detectors here are going to help us out with finding some of these fellows, because I think it will be quite beneficial. Other things, I would like to collect a variety of different accessories that are dropped by the denizens of this dungeon. There's, you know, the masks and bandages and all kinds of weird stuff like that that shows up on occasion. And I just want to kind of find a nice spot here to settle in, and maybe we could get some good work done. There's all kinds of weapons, like, I mean, this crazy thing that's happening right now. We can get this for our very own. We're gonna get all kinds of different diseases and problems happening to us while we're down here. It's just par for course, though. This is just how it works. You're gonna hang out in the dungeon, expect to get sniped at, expect to get wizard orbed at, expect ninjas to show up. It's a wild place these days. Oh, is that... We've got 2 snipers, actually, in quick succession. They can do a lot of damage, so I want to make sure I kill these guys as fast as possible. They also have the potential to drop some pretty good stuff, too. Alright, I like this. Everybody pile up together, and I'm going to do my best to just eat all of that stuff that you drop. That sounded gross. Very nice. Now, I would love to clear out some of these spice. It's actually really dangerous to have this set up like this. I want the ability to move around reasonably successfully. I also want to be able to collect ectoplasm from folks like these, if they want to be so kind as to drop that. Ectoplasm is a crafting material that I can use to make a Spectre set of armor. A set that is actually, well, it used to be my old standby if I wanted to do bosses, because basically what you could do is you could trade DPS for healing in a way, so like doing damage actually was healing me at the same time. So I could basically just tank bosses, and, oh, I thought that was actually going to be an enemy. Just needed a key. No mimics right here. Dungeon slime. Yep, so that's the idea. But yeah, at some point, they actually nerfed the crap out of that particular configuration, and it really made me sad, because that was like my favorite armor, and at the time it was like one of the last armors you could get. So I really didn't know how you're supposed to do much better, but now we've got lots of other options for armor, so I don't think it's going to be as big of an issue. If anything, I just want to collect that Spectre armor because it looks really cool, and I might actually not even want to wear cosmetic stuff over it. I might just put some cool dyes on it and call it a day. Also, sorry I didn't... Oh, that's ectoplasm right there. That's gonna... Well, it's going to turn into ectoplasm. I didn't dye my wings with that fairy dust powder yet. I want to do that, though, before this episode ends. Chest detected nearby. I'm not super worried about the chest detections. I really just want Vikings, mostly, or whatever we call these guys, the big dudes. You'll know them when you see them. They look substantially different from most of the other enemies around these parts. They also move with a greater sense of purpose than most. So that's why I'm going to kind of keep moving a little bit. I'm not going to just necessarily run non-stop throughout the dungeon, but I might not stick around in the same part for too long. I'd like to increase the opportunity for things to spawn. And thankfully they're dropping some health on occasion, which I value quite a bit. I could use the help right now. Okay, we're doing okay for money as well. We've already built up 4 gold in the matter of just a few moments. This would be the one. Oh, Paladin is the word I was looking for, right, not Viking. Vikings are a whole different kettle of fish. Alright, so watch out for this guy. He hits really hard, and he actually throws this thing, I think, through walls. So we gotta be kind of careful with that. Oh, there's a sniper right behind me. How did you freaking sneak up? Do you have stealth on too? How rude. I can't let this guy get away, though, because he's my meal ticket for the moment. Oh, jeez. Oh, I don't like this one bit. Don't let them keep spawning in front of me. Oh, jeez, oh, jeez. Don't get hit! Alright, fair enough. This is why I set up a bed there. I expected this kind of thing to happen. The most upsetting part of this isn't the dying, it's the potentially, or almost definitely, losing that paladin that I was chasing after. And also, it's not great to have to come back into the dungeon with not full health. I've never been a fan of that. I mean, I am aware, by the way, I could be using chlorophyte bullets right now. I'm choosing not to for the fact that, well, I'd probably prefer to spend them on bosses. Especially because we've got the golem coming up, and possibly I'd like to farm Plantera a bit more, too. So there's, you know, a variety of things I'd like to do with that. Anyway, we're just going to hope for the best. Not to die like the rest. Which I guess, well, we're in a dungeon full of skeletons and dead things. I guess that's what I mean by that. Alright, so we've made our way very quickly back to almost where we just were. If I remember, it was not this. Right here. And we'll go ahead and pick up our lost gold. I'm pretty sure when you get that far away, there's 0 chance of the thing staying spawned. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. But anyway, we'll take our advantage of this bottleneck spot right here. Oh, there's a key. Again, not super sure why I really need to worry too much about that. We've already looted all the chests that we needed to before. Oh, geez, this guy's freaking teleporting like a madman. Is that actually like a new enemy? Because I don't remember whatever that just said. Tungsten detected nearby. Pot detected nearby. Goodness gracious, what are you, like the freaking DEA? No, that's the wrong one. I thought they had a much higher chance of dropping ectoplasm, those big skulls. Apparently they don't drop it all the time now. Which is quite sad, in fact. I thought it was almost a foregone conclusion that you're going to run into ectoplasm all the time. Oh, watch out. Don't get sniped. Oh god, I'm going to die again already. This is not going quite as well as I had hoped. Oh no! Oh, there's a freaking kraken down there too. Oh, wow. Taking a lot of damage. Well, we're not really losing anything except for potions, so I can't be that upset, but it is costing us a bit of time, which is, well, our most precious resource in life. Sometimes you forget, but like, hey, these are the few hours that we've got sometimes in our lives, and we're spending them toiling away in a dungeon looking for freaking item drops. Yeah, that's the nature of video gaming. Terraria is designed to be very much like a clicker game, in fact. If you guys have been familiar with games like Clicker Heroes, Cookie Clicker, and such, there's a lot of similar mechanics that go into it. This to that, I mean. What is that? Oh, it's a bone. Okay, I thought that was something special for a second. The game is designed to kind of turn you around in circles and have you keep looking for loot and just keep going at the same kind of thing for hours. And it's very easy to suck me into that. I find myself very easily pulled in, and I can very easily spend, quite a while. What is a pointy key brand? Oh, that's the keyblade. Yeah, right. That's not really a thing I want very badly, but I'm glad I have it, I guess. And so this is a much better yo-yo than the one that we had only moments ago that we've not really even had a chance to use. And I don't have my yo-yo bag on me anymore, so I probably won't bother with it for the moment, but eventually. I haven't completely written off yo-yos, by the way, don't worry. I know there's a really good one in the Eclipse people have told me about. We haven't gotten to doing the Eclipse yet, but when we do, I will be sure to do my best to look for the good stuff. Blew my mind, somebody in the comments mentioned that there was, like, all the yo-yos in this game are based on real yo-yos made by this one certain manufacturer. I had, like, zero idea about that. Oh, we got a bone feather for another set of potential wings. We're just accruing tons of these materials, it seems, these days. I got a set of the... There's, like, a powder that drops from one of the moths in the jungle. I wish I had these freaking biome keys. I'd already be unlocking them. But yeah, we can make, like, 3 or 4 different sets of wings right now, based on the materials that I have saved in my chest. Gravitation potion. Well, I could maybe use that fighting a boss or something. Yeah, we've gotten so far 1 ectoplasm drop. I'm guessing that they've probably made it easier to build the armor as well, because the degree with which they've made it harder to grab this ectoplasm seems a little ridiculous. Unless there's more to it than I know about right now. Maybe there's some condition that the ectoplasm drops now that there didn't used to be in the past. All I know is looking at these guys, the little skulls and the big skulls and any kind of ghostly apparition-y type of things, they all seem to have a chance at it before. Well, I mean a pretty high chance. I think it was nearly every one of them dropped one. I don't know which I prefer more. Would I rather have a ton of chances to drop ectoplasm and then have the number be way higher that you need to create the armor? So that way it takes you... Well, I mean, it probably ends up as a wash, honestly. But either the large number with a large number to build it, or the small number and the small number to build it. I don't know, it's probably balanced both ways, but having a lot of it kind of feels like it's more gratifying. It seems like, yeah, you spent your time collecting all this stuff, now you're gonna get it. The other way, well, there's not as many little endorphin hits, right? I mean, you're not running into quite as many moments of excitement finding the thing you're after. But then again, it sort of makes it a little bit less special when you run into it at all. I don't know. Perceived rarity, value proposition, things like that. This is not something I'm quite the expert at. Oh, look, another alchemist table. Good thing I got that, right? I'd freaking never click on that thing. That's my own fault, though. Ooh, I do like this little kind of, like, hypnotic-looking, crazy pattern that this thing has on the yo-yo. Watch out. So we haven't found another paladin yet, which I'm a little bit sad about. The odds of him actually dropping his stuff are not even that high anyway. So it's like, it's twofold. We need to find a rare thing to have a chance at a rare thing. And there's multiple rare things that he drops. There's a freaking shield, and there's the hammer itself. So, oh, there's one. Freaking shows up to ruin my life. Speak of the freaking devil. How do I deal with this guy right now? I want to not die. Priority number 1. I need 23 more seconds on a heal. I don't have a way to heal any faster than I am already, so I'm just gonna kind of cower in this corner and hope that things work out. You could lead him over here for a second, just whatever, as long as you're not really paying attention to me, that's okay. Skeleton commandos nearby. Now I gotta watch out, because there could be a sniper that just one-shots me out of nowhere. That does happen pretty often. There we go. Okay, I feel a little bit better about possibly fighting him now. These 2 hearts will also help a bit. I'd like to get the paladin... Oh, watch out. Those you can't kill very easily, if at all. I don't know. The paladin banner would be kind of a neat thing to find, because actually killing 50 paladins would take quite a while. Running through this dungeon long enough for that to happen is not necessarily one of my high priorities either. Alright, so we've got 2 ectoplasm. Did we just lose the paladin now? Is he gone? Oh my goodness, this is getting a little wild. There are a lot of enemies here. I'm gonna trust that the paladins fall into the bottom of that shaft. I don't know that for a fact. We do have a rare enemy downtown, though. Gold detected nearby. You're not helping me right now, are you? SWAT member, get rid of him. They have a chance to drop, like, a riot gun, which is kind of neat. Got for Bone Lee. It's not a nickname or anything, that's just these guys right here. They're called Bone Lee. They do martial arts. supposed to be like Bruce Lee. I think you get the idea. Okay, they're being very aggressive right now. To the point that I can't really get a good angle. I need to retreat. Oh my god. I'm freaking hiding in the corner and I'm still almost half dead. That was actually more than half dead there. Alright, this might work out. Yeah, keep enough of them spawned in front of me, and then someday, somehow, I will go down there and collect all these beautiful drops. Why don't I just freaking put some rain? Hey, hey! I didn't realize line of sight was actually a factor with that. Yeah, I'm gonna rain on your parade. How do you feel? Alright, we got a hasty black belt. Feels good, man. Watch out for this guy. He's got some dark casting magic. And we'll take a little break from firing our gun for a split. No, we won't actually do that at all. Where is he? Watch out for the ricochets. It looks like also our paladin has indeed left, which I'm a little bit sad about. Necromancer, no! Oh god, Skeleton Commando, no. Everything wants to kill me. Oh, there he is. This could be really bad. Oh, okay, I thought he just died, and I was really surprised if that was going to be the case. Let's do maybe some water bolt action in here. That's never going to kill him. That was, like, hardly going to hit him at all. Oh, by the way, I should have freaking upgraded. I have a poison staff, which people have been telling me non-stop is, like, a great thing to upgrade. Get out. Oh, jeez. No, 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 no. Turn. Got so much HP. Alright, just stay up there for a while. I'm gonna need a lot of time to get ready for this. Yeah, stand in the rain. Don't come down, though. This is perfect. This is cheese strats. Works great until this guy shows up. Okay, instant kill ectoplasm in the rain. This is gonna work. As long as I don't get overrun. Alright, please let him drop something good. Wow. He dropped 4 gold. Alright, well, he didn't drop anything, but, well, the gold is appreciated. We got a lot of reforging to do, so I can't really be too upset about that. If you could just, like, reappear in the exact same position, though, that would be so nice. I know it's not gonna happen, but it would be so nice. Be nice like Shrek. You know what I could be doing? A little bit of this. That's pretty good. That's getting the job done. Get over here, you little weird Pac-Man ghost. Thank you. Well, that's a quick way to beat through a lot of these enemies. I don't know if that's really what I need to be doing, but I do want to get as many drop chances as possible. Oh my god, there's a lot of money down on the ground there. Yeah, you guys just hang. Oh my god, he rocketed me! I was not expecting this. Everybody get in the rain. This is where you go. It's like Petco, it's where the pets go. The rain is where the skeletons go. Oh, and we got another black belt. And 2 gold. Alright, so we've got 3 black belts. We've got armor polish, it looks like. And what else? I think that's, well, we've got this, the key brand and a few ectoplasm. I don't have any idea how many of these I'm going to need, so I need to go back and check on that soon. We did find this, bone feather, which is pretty good. And, well, we haven't found any of the good stuff from the paladin yet, which is unfortunate, but there's always next time. You getting back? I don't know why there's, like, multiple designations of enemies down here. There's, like, dudes from hell that really, I mean, they should probably be in hell, to be honest, not so much in the dungeon. But then there's just, like, your normal dungeon guys, too. All kind of, oh my god, this is bad. This is so bad. I should have magic mirrored while I still had the chance, man. I just wasted so much time. Now I gotta go back down there and go get my stuff. Oh my god. I don't even know why I didn't do it. There was no reason at all. Alright, now we gotta go back down. Let's see how far deep we were. Okay, we've got to go pretty deep, honestly. We've got to go around a big old turn. It might actually be easier for me to dig over to it from this point roughly here. You know, it's too bad they haven't added, like, a waypoint system in Terraria yet, where you can, like, tap on the map somehow, and then it'll put an arrow in the direction of the thing you're looking for. That would be kind of helpful. Another thing that would be great, too, is if they added a checkbox for don't pick up dirt items, or, like, you know, anything that's not a special item, or, you know, various designations like that would be handy. I think that would be pretty fun. Also, a mode that they did it sort of like Dark Souls, like hardcore, but as long as you make it back to your soul, your world doesn't delete. Would be kind of neat. That would be, well, kind of fun for people who are really into the masochistic challenges. I mean, not necessarily something I would be into, but I imagine a lot of people would have fun with that. I just kind of like the Dark Souls death mechanic in general. I think it kind of works pretty well. Most of the time, anyway. Well, in their case, it's actually a lot less punishing. Because the punishment is you lose currency, you don't, like, lose your whole world. So, is this the bookcase? This is a bookcase. Maybe time to test out these diggers, provided I live long enough to do this. Okay, they are really fast. Holy buns. I have never seen digging like this. This is exciting, actually. It's gonna be a bad time if I get myself under some kind of material that is going to hurt me, because I'm gonna get myself way under it before things get better. Alright. That was rousing. So there's this, like, path through here now. We've connected our dungeon to itself. And we found a crystal heart on the way as well. Okay, well, you know what? You can all hang out over there. I am good, thank you. I just came in for the gold that I lost, so we're gonna hop up and over here. Saves me a bit of a long journey. And is this it right here? Yeah, that's it right there. Cool. So this is actually a really good spot for farming. I mean, the whole setup I had before with the rain and everything, I think this could work out pretty well. I'm probably not going to do too much more today. Mostly just because, well, I did a lot of stuff off camera. I want to go ahead and get on with things. I should go back home, though, and check how much ectoplasm I need for that armor set. I'm so tempted to just stand here and let the money pile in. It's just everything can go so sour so quickly when you've got paladins and freaking demons with crazy freaking exploding fire techniques. I also kind of want to bring this stuff to the guide and see what he can craft out of it. Hopefully some macaroni and cheese. That would be nice. Alright, dude. I know, you've got a lot of HP, I understand. Well, you've got a lot of HP and I've got very little damage on my gun right now. Also, I will try out that Uzi at some point. I do remember that people had told me several times that's quite good. You get in there. You know what's best for you, and it's to go in the rain. Thank you. You know what? Before this gets out of hand again, and then I just have a repeat, we're just going back. I think that was the fella right there that wanted to ruin my day. Oh, and there's a strange plant for us, so we can actually have two. Also, thank you for whoever told me that the flower boots actually can create strange plants. I'm going to have to create a world-spanning bridge of dirt and then walk over the whole thing and see how many strange plants I can farm up. I think that'll be a fun little task for us to do for an episode. Alright, so we got a lot of black belts. Let's go check out guide. Sir, what would you like to tell us? What do I need to build? Alright, so the full gear would be the tabi, the tiger climbing gear, and the black belt. I think I've got one of those. I don't think I have that yet. So, that's good to know. How much ectoplasm? Oops, I backed out. Stay in. There we go. So that requires... Oh, that's also chlorophyte. It's 2 chlorophyte and 1 for 2 bars. So I'm going to need still quite a bit of ectoplasm, actually, to do the job there. That's a weird formation to do it like that. What else? Oh, I guess I could look at this. That's vitamins to make an armor bracing, immunity to weakness and broken armor. I think I need to make, yeah, all this stuff together to get the Ankh shield. So I'm going to have to worry about this eventually. Which is why, you know, it's good to farm up a little bit. I just want to see what I've got here. Do I have a tiger climbing gear? Yes, that's what I wanted. I don't have a tabi, though. That's okay. I'll put these together, that way it's easier to remember, like, this is going to be a set, we're going to build these up eventually. I guess rip to the second warrior emblem because, well, we've got the Avenger emblem now. And we've got 24 gold to potentially attempt another single reforge on it. And you know what? I think it's time to go ahead and do one of these. Goodbye. Half our inventory. I love it. I love it so much. My materials chest is getting very, very full. I've got so much ichor now. You know what? I'm gonna actually have to make an extra chest area for... And I've been putting them... I put this set of jungle spores in here, but I need to actually make one for, like, accessory other stuff that I'm not gonna use right away. Because some of these things you want to have, and some of these things you need inventory slots for. I'm gonna put that there, and we've got... all of these kind of fit together. So this is all wing materials that I can build wings out of. We got ice feathers, we got tattered bee wings, we got bone feather, and butterfly dust. Pointy key brand looks like an okay sword, but I'm sure I'll have better in short order, so I'm probably not going to waste time with it. That's actually a pretty big improvement over the last one I had. See, this is what I'm talking about. They get out of order somehow. I don't know why. But that's our next best. And there are jagged armor pot. Actually, before we go over there, we're going to take this yo-yo and put it where it goes. Now we've got the Kraken, or the Kraken, I don't know which way you'd pronounce that, which preferred to pronounce that. And this is also buildable, so we're going to keep a set there too. Actually, these two, no reason to keep them with the others. I know what they're all about. Very nice. I'll take these golden keys, toss them up into my piggy bank in case for some reason I need to open some more chests. I like to keep all my keys organized and together whenever possible. I was saying before, though, like, a key ring would be very useful for that as well. That way you just keep one item, and it's like, this is all your keys, there they are. End of story. Alright, so we've got 31 total gold. It's a bit of a sad day for gold. Let's hope we get some more of this phase dye off of our dye vendor today, because I would love it. We got living flame dye and reflective dye. Alright, both decent. Reflective I don't really use. Living flame dye, though, I mean, you've seen it before. Looks pretty sweet, I have to say. Let's try it on our unicorn, actually. Somebody asked to see that. I think it was that. Or was it the Burning Hades dye? I can't remember which now. Yeah, that's pretty cool, too. It's a little easier to see what's going on with the unicorn. Also, yes, I'm aware that I can make gates there for the doors. I've got to remember to maybe do that at some point. What is it? Living... Oh, we'll try this on the wings also. Put this back over there. Where's the Hades dye? Grim dye. I tried to organize these, but, like, there's no really useful or obvious way to do it. Burning Hades dye. There it is. Alright, put that there. You know what? That actually doesn't look too bad. Maybe not the most suitable for a unicorn, but I can imagine if we had a more of a badass nightmare horse, I could see that being totally a thing that we could get into. And let's try this on the wings. Yeah, it looks okay. I would probably want to make my whole character kind of in that same vibe, but I like it. It's alright. Anyway, that's going to be today's episode. I think we did get a lot done, even though the dungeon may not have seemed representative of such. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can pull out of it next time, and hopefully some really good stuff will be soon to follow. And yeah, I'm sticking with the purple theme for now, but I'm sure we'll run into some other cool dyes, and then who knows, the sky's the limit. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you for another one real soon. Have a great night, everybody.